Okay, on this last video, or last example, it looks pretty intense. It shouldn't be too bad. Just a shout out real quick, on Friday, you guys are going to have the video for the bonus song of the day. There we go. I will post the song of the day, so don't forget to look at that. It's always good to have that little extra points. So here we go. Looking at my identity sheet, you should notice that there are, hold on, gotta find them, the even and odd formulas, okay, which say that like sine of negative theta is the same as negative sine theta. So that right away tells me this right here is negative sine x, okay. Then if we look at our next part, cosine of pi halves minus x, those are my cofunction formulas. And we can look at that and see that cosine of pi halves minus theta is sine theta. So this becomes sine x, and I'm just going to put parentheses around it, plus, okay, secant of negative x. So again, looking at my even and odd formulas, secant of negative x is positive secant x. And then we have cosine x equals cotangent squared x sine squared x. Okay, if we multiply these together, that's negative sine squared x plus secant is 1 over cosine x times cosine x over 1 equals, and then just because I can, I'm going to change this to cosine squared x over sine squared x times sine squared x over 1. Okay, so those are going to simplify out, equals cosine squared x. Over here I get negative sine squared x plus 1 equals cosine squared x. This right here should be like ringing some bells, like going, oh, this looks familiar. Well, that's because cosine squared x plus sine squared x equals 1. So if I subtract that sign over, cos squared x equals 1 minus sine squared x, those are the same. Different order, but they're the same. So cosine squared x equals cosine squared x. So this one was easier actually to simplify both sides. So using our identities and formulas paper, again, I told you guys this is going to be huge. We're using this every day, all day, as much as possible. And then changing everything to sine and cosine is always very helpful. So that whole thing would be my answer. And that's my last video. And I hope you guys have a great, let's see, what day is this? Should be a Thursday. Have a great Thursday, work day tomorrow. Don't forget to check for the song of the day. And have a great day. Okay, bye.